Congratulations. A lawyer is desperately searching for you because. My beloved child, listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you is not ordinary, not simple, and not something that happens to people every day. The air around you may feel normal, the world may look calm, but somewhere far away, in a silent room filled with papers, files, and sealed envelopes, a lawyer is desperately searching for you. And he is not searching for you because of any mistake, any trouble, or any danger. No, my beloved child, he is searching for you because something unimaginable has been written in your destiny. Something that has finally awakened. My beloved child, you do not know this yet, but a door you never touched, a seed you never planted, and a blessing you never prayed for, has been unlocked for you. And this lawyer, this man with tired eyes, trembling hands, and a heart beating faster than his footsteps, he knows something about you that you do not know about yourself. He carries a file with your name on it. A file that was sealed 12 years ago. A file that was meant to find you only when the time was right. And today is that time. My beloved child, you may think your life is ordinary, that nothing too dramatic ever happens to you, but destiny has a strange way of moving silently, like shadows shifting behind curtains. You never notice when everything begins to change. But change has already begun. Something extraordinary is walking toward you, even if you are unaware of its steps. The lawyer has been calling offices, flipping through directories, driving through roads you once walked on, asking strangers if they have seen you. His voice has cracked after repeating your name 100 times. His eyes burn because he hasn't slept. And do you know why? Because he was given a message that said, "Find this person before sundown. Everything depends on it." My beloved child, even he doesn't fully understand the weight of the words he carries. He only knows one thing: your life is about to shift, and if he doesn't find you soon, your destiny will remain locked for another decade. You may not believe in fate, but fate believes in you. Fate has been waiting for you. Watching you. Preparing you. And now it is calling you. The lawyer is moving fast, faster than he ever has in his entire career. Papers are flying out of his bag as he runs. Sweat trickles down his forehead as he pushes through crowds. He keeps checking the time, keeps whispering your name as if repeating it out loud will somehow summon you closer to him. "Where are you?" he whispers. "I need to find you, before it's too late." But my beloved child, what you don't know is that someone, has guided him. Something beyond his understanding. Something spiritual, something divine. Something written long before you took your first breath. And that guidance is leading him, straight toward you. You may not feel it yet, but the universe around you is shifting. The air feels heavier. The silence feels louder. Your heartbeat feels slightly different. It is not fear, not anxiety. It is the first whisper of destiny tapping on your soul saying, "Wake up, something is coming for you." My beloved child, the lawyer was given a letter, an old, yellowed piece of paper sealed with wax. On that paper were instructions. Not normal instructions. Not legal instructions. But spiritual ones. It said, "Deliver this to the chosen one. Do not fail. The blessing must reach them. He asked the person who gave him the letter, "Why me? Why should I be the one to find this person?" And the answer he received was simple, yet terrifying. Because only you can handle the weight of what they are about to inherit. My beloved child, you have always felt like something was missing. Like a piece of your destiny had not yet arrived. Like a voice inside you kept saying, "Wait, your time will come." That was not your imagination. That was not a random feeling. That was the universe preparing you for this moment. The blessing waiting for you is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not temporary. It is powerful. It is permanent. It is life-changing. And the lawyer, he is the bridge between you and that blessing. He has already traveled across cities. He has already knocked on doors. He has already spoken to people who remembered you from years ago. Some said they had seen you once. Some said they hadn't. Some simply said, "That person is special. If something good is coming for them, they deserve it." Hearing this only made the lawyer more determined. His desperation grew. His steps became faster. His voice became stronger. But my beloved child, you may wonder, why is he so desperate? Because the letter had one final line, written in shaky handwriting, as if the writer was running out of time. It said, "If they are not found today, everything will be lost. Destiny will reset. Blessings will return to silence. And they will have to wait another 12 years. 12 years, my beloved child. 12 years of delay. 12 years of waiting for something that is already meant for you today." And that is why the lawyer is searching like a man who cannot breathe without finding you. That is why he knocks, calls, runs, searches, and pushes forward with all his strength. Because he knows the truth. You are the chosen one. And your moment is now. My beloved child, destiny often tests patience, but when it finally reveals itself, it comes roaring like a storm. And this storm, this moment, has your name written at its center. You are not someone ordinary. You are not someone forgotten by life. You are someone whose blessing was delayed, not denied. But now, the delay is ending. The universe is rearranging itself to deliver what is already yours. As the lawyer runs through crowded streets, something strange begins happening around him. People start noticing him. Birds fly in an unusual pattern above him. A cold breeze rushes past him even though the sun is burning above. He feels something pushing him forward, not physically, but spiritually. Something wants him to reach you. Something wants you to receive what is written for you. He stops for a moment, breathing heavily, holding your file against his chest. The file is warm, almost alive. He opens it again, even though he has seen it 100 times. Inside, there is a single page. Just one. And on that page is your name, written in handwriting he does not recognize. But the strangest part, the part that sends chills down his spine, is that the ink looks fresh. As if your name was written minutes ago. As if destiny wrote it today. My beloved child, the lawyer whispers your name again, softer this time, almost respectfully. He knows he is not just delivering a message. He is awakening a destiny. And before he closes the file, he notices something he had missed before. At the bottom of the page, there is another line. He leans closer, squints, breathes, and reads the words out loud. When you find them, tell them the truth. Tell them they were never forgotten. Tell them the blessing has always belonged to them. He closes the file with trembling hands. Your story, your journey, your blessing. It all begins the moment he finds you. My beloved child, you may not have heard the lawyer knocking on your door yet, but destiny is already standing outside, waiting. Every second that passes is pulling you closer to your moment. Every breath you take is guiding you toward what is yours. Every heartbeat is counting down to something extraordinary. The lawyer takes one final deep breath, wipes the sweat from his face, and whispers, "I'm close. I can feel it." And he is right. He is closer to you than you think. Closer than you imagine. Closer than you can feel. My beloved child, the moment he reaches you, your life will never be the same again. Your destiny is approaching. Your blessing is awakening. Your name is echoing through places you have never seen. And the lawyer is still running. Still searching. Still following the invisible thread that leads directly to you. My beloved child, he is coming. And everything you were meant to receive, is coming with him. My beloved child, as the lawyer rushed through the fading daylight, he did not realize that destiny had already placed its hands on his shoulders, guiding his every step. The sun was beginning to set, the sky turning gold and red like an unspoken warning painted across the heavens. He knew he was running out of time, but he also knew something far more important. You were near. He could feel it in the way the wind shifted. He could sense it in the strange stillness that surrounded him. He could hear it in the silent echo of your name repeating inside his mind. My beloved child, you may not know this yet, but whenever something life-changing is about to reach you, the universe slows down around you. Ordinary sounds fade. Normal thoughts pause. Even your heart seems to beat differently, not out of fear, but anticipation. Destiny begins to whisper, louder and louder, until you can no longer ignore it. And at that very moment, somewhere not too far from where you stood, the lawyer stopped suddenly, as if an invisible hand had touched his shoulder. He looked around, chest rising and falling with exhaustion, but his eyes were burning with purpose. I'm close, he whispered again. Someone is guiding me toward them. My beloved child, he wasn't wrong. There was someone guiding him. Someone who had always watched over you. Someone who had always kept your name protected. Someone who had written this blessing for you long before you even existed. My beloved child, your guardian had been waiting for this day. You may not believe it, but there has always been a presence around you, a gentle, silent, powerful presence that stepped in whenever your life felt like it was falling apart. When you were lost, it placed light around you. When you were struggling, it softened your path. When you felt alone, it placed strength inside your heart. And today, that very presence was pulling the lawyer toward you with a force he could feel but not understand. He walked into a quiet street, one he had never visited before. The road was empty, the air strangely still. A stray leaf rolled across the ground, circling at his feet as though pointing him in the right direction. He followed it. Slowly at first, then faster, until the leaf stopped exactly where he needed to be. He looked up. And the moment his eyes lifted, his breath caught in his throat. Because in front of him was a place he recognized. Not from memories, but from a dream he had once seen. A dream he never understood until this very moment. My beloved child, the lawyer had seen this place years ago in a vision he believed was meaningless. A vision where someone whispered to him, "One day, you will come here with a gift that does not belong to you. You will deliver it, and destiny will awaken." And today, he stood at the exact same place from that dream. His hands trembled. His knees weakened. Tears pricked at the corners of his eyes. Because he finally understood. This was meant to happen. This was always meant to happen. He wiped his face, steadied his breathing, and whispered, "Please, let me find them before it's too late." My beloved child, as he stepped forward, the file pressed tightly against his chest, you felt something too. Something unusual. Something that made you pause mid-step, mid-thought, mid-breath. It was as if the atmosphere around you shifted, carrying a message you could not understand but could feel deep inside your bones. A strange warmth spread through your chest. Your heartbeat quickened. Your palms felt slightly cold. Your surroundings seemed to fade into the background. This was the universe whispering your name. This was destiny tapping you on the shoulder. This was the moment before everything changes. You turned your head instinctively, sensing something, the same way people sense a storm before the clouds appear. A subtle awareness traveled through your body, urging you to stay alert, to listen, to breathe slower. My beloved child, you did not know why you felt this way, but your soul knew. Because your blessing was only steps away from reaching you. Meanwhile, the lawyer walked deeper into the narrow lane. His eyes scanned every house, every door, every window, hoping to see a glimpse of you. People nearby watched him with curiosity, some wondering if he was lost, others sensing his desperation. A little boy tugged at his mother's hand and whispered, "Mama, why does that man look so worried?" Because, my beloved child, in his heart, the fear of failing you had grown into pain. Every second he spent searching pulled him closer to the deadline. Every step he took felt heavier than the last. Every thought he had repeated the same sentence. I must find them. I must. He took out the file again, even though he had memorized everything inside it. But this time, something happened that he could not explain. The single page inside the file fluttered, though there was no wind. The paper lifted slightly, as if something invisible was touching it, pointing it toward you. He followed the direction the paper moved. His feet started walking on their own. He began to move faster, almost running again. Something powerful had taken over his senses. And then, suddenly, he stopped. His breath caught. His eyes widened. Because right in front of him, standing quietly, unaware of the storm running toward them, was you. My beloved child, at that instant, destiny froze. Time slowed down. The universe held its breath. And everything around you went silent. The lawyer stared at you with disbelief, relief flooding his entire body. Tears filled his eyes, not because he was weak, but because he finally felt the purpose behind his suffering, behind his journey, behind his desperation. "You," he whispered. "I finally found you." You looked at him with confusion, not knowing who he was or why he was staring at you with such intensity, such emotion, such urgency. But your soul knew. Your heart recognized something ancient within that moment. You felt a pull, a connection, a sign. "My beloved child," destiny whispered inside you. "This is the moment everything changes." The lawyer took a shaky step forward, clutching the file like it was a sacred treasure. His voice trembled as he spoke. "Please, don't be afraid. I've been searching for you. I've been running across cities. I've been praying I would find you before sunset. If I hadn't seen you right now, everything would have been lost. Everything." You blinked, confused but strangely calm. "Why?" you asked softly. "Why are you looking for me?" The lawyer closed his eyes, swallowed hard, and said words that carried the weight of 1,000 silent years. "Because your destiny is waiting for you. My beloved child," he handed you the file. You took it hesitantly, the paper warm against your fingers. The warmth startled you, it felt alive, as if the file itself recognized you. As if the blessing inside had been waiting to rest in your hands. Your fingertips tingled. Your chest tightened. Your breath paused. You slowly opened the file. Inside it, still only one page. One page that held your entire destiny. You lifted it closer, your eyes scanning the handwriting, your heart pounding louder with every word. And then you realized something strange. The handwriting looked familiar. Not because you had seen it before, but because your soul recognized it. This wasn't written by a stranger. This wasn't written randomly. This was written by someone who loved you deeply, someone who had once prayed for your future, someone who had once whispered your name into the universe. The lawyer watched your expression slowly change from confusion, to shock, to something he could only describe as awakening. "My beloved child," the universe whispered again. Your hands trembled as you reached the bottom of the page. A line was written there. A line that didn't feel like ink. It felt like truth. It said, "This blessing belongs to you. It always has. The world just wasn't ready to give it to you until now." A shiver ran through your body. Something inside you cracked open. Something hidden awakened. Something sacred breathed. The lawyer stepped closer, his voice breaking. "You are chosen," he said. "And I was sent to deliver what has always been yours. I don't know why it had to happen today. I don't know why the message came now. I only know this: your life is about to change in a way you cannot imagine. My beloved child, destiny does not scream. It whispers. And in that moment, it whispered your name louder than ever before. You looked up from the paper, your eyes meeting his. "What is this blessing?" you asked quietly. He hesitated, because the truth was heavy. Powerful. Life-altering. He took a deep breath, swallowing the fear in his throat. And then he said the words that made the world around you shift. I cannot tell you here. It is too important. Too sacred. Too dangerous to speak aloud in the open. A chill ran through your spine. Dangerous? Sacred? My beloved child, you didn't know which emotion to feel, fear or hope. But whatever it was, it wrapped around you tightly, pulling you forward. Then where do we go? You asked. The lawyer stepped back, motioning toward the road behind him. Someplace private. Someplace safe. Someplace where destiny can finally reveal itself. You stared at the paper one more time. And then you closed the file. My beloved child, as you walked beside the lawyer, something inside you began to shift in ways you could not understand. The world around you looked the same, yet every step felt heavier with meaning. Every breath felt deeper. Every heartbeat echoed louder inside your chest, as if your soul was preparing itself for something too big, too powerful, too divine to comprehend. The lawyer walked ahead with urgency, glancing back at you every few seconds, making sure you were still there, because he knew the universe had woven this moment with threads of destiny, and losing you now would tear everything apart. My beloved child, the universe whispered again, keep walking. Everything you were meant to become is waiting just ahead. The path grew quieter as you moved away from the crowded lanes into a secluded road surrounded by tall trees swaying gently as though bowing in your presence. The air felt different here, colder, but comforting. Lighter, but heavier with meaning. You could sense something watching over you. Protecting you. Guiding you. And every time a leaf rustled or the wind shifted, you felt as if unseen forces were clearing the way for what was about to unfold. The lawyer finally stopped near a silent, abandoned structure, an old, forgotten house with cracked walls and faded paint, yet somehow it radiated an energy you couldn't explain. It wasn't frightening. It felt familiar. Almost as if your soul recognized it from a past you never lived, or a dream you forgot. He turned to you slowly, breathing hard, holding the file close to his chest. This place, he whispered, is where I must tell you the truth. Your stomach tightened with anticipation. Your heart raced. Your palms trembled. But you nodded. You were ready, because the universe had been preparing you for this moment your entire life. The lawyer pushed open the wooden door. It creaked loudly, echoing through the silent halls. The inside of the house was surprisingly clean, as if someone had been preserving it for years, waiting for this exact day. Sunlight streamed through broken windows, painting the dusty air with gold. He led you to a small room at the back. A room lit only by the fading sunset. A single wooden table stood in the middle.